Greetings, friends, and welcome to Captain Samuel's Juju Funk. Today we're taking a look at Zahrah the Windseeker by Nnedi Okorafor. Written in 2005, this is a young adult book. Now, normally I just mention the genre and we scoot along with the review, but the discussion of the genre of this book is a bit more nuanced. Earlier in my YouTube career, I talked about a book by Stephen Barnes called Street Lethal, and I referenced that book as Afrofuturism in terms of its genre. Now, Afrofuturism, it turns out, is about the experiences of African peoples after the African diaspora, particularly in the West. So basically what that means is, in that book, it was about an African-American man in post-apocalyptic LA, okay? The genre of Zahrah the Windseeker isn't Afrofuturism, it's African futurism. And the difference there is that African futurism focuses on African peoples in Africa or settings that approximate Africa. So it isn't focused on the West or Western beliefs or perspectives, and it considers African spiritual beliefs, stories, and worldviews to be legitimate and valuable and not necessarily speculative. So that's what makes Zahrah the Windseeker not Afrofuturism, but African futurism. It's set on another planet that is like Africa. It's got jungles, African customs and worldviews, African names, and everyone has dark skin. And the people that live there came from Earth, so it's another planet that was settled by futuristic Africans. So, in researching the author of this book, Nnedi Okorafor, who is a Nigerian-American, she has dual citizenship in both countries, that distinction in genre was really important to her. So I hope I got it right. If I made some errors, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can and trying to learn here. And I've also put some links to Nnedi's website below. She's coming out with a book later this year called Space Cat. I can get behind Space Cat. So that's the discussion of the genre of the book. In terms of the synopsis, this takes place in a place called the Uni Kingdom. And it's basically a few hundred square miles where the humans live, and the rest of the planet is jungle that barely anybody has explored. A few people have, but the ones that do explore the jungle, the rest of the society basically considers crazy. Now, the Uni Kingdom uses plants for technology. For example, their skyscrapers are gigantic plants that they live in, and they've even got plants so advanced that these plants serve as computers, and they have the internet and stuff like that, but it's all based on plants, which I thought was kind of cool. So in the Uni Kingdom, you've got a young woman named Zahrah, who has just reached puberty, and when she becomes a woman, she begins to have gusts of wind follow her everywhere. So she'll be hanging out in her bedroom, and the papers start flooding around. And one night, she discovers that she levitates while she's trying to fall asleep. But even though she has these powers, she's shy and she lacks confidence. Zahrah is also born with Dada hair, hope I pronounced that right, which means that vines grow in her hair. So this is a symbol of mystic power, but the other people of the Uni Kingdom don't understand this and they fear it. There's some legends about it, but it's something that they don't understand. It's associated with the forbidden greeny jungle which surrounds the kingdom. And so Zahrah is a bit of an outcast, especially at school where the other children tease her pretty mercilessly. She does have one friend, however, a boy named Dari. Dari is kind of the opposite of Zahrah. He's brash, confident, and adventurous, and he likes to explore places he's not supposed to go, like the dark mountain market in town. Basically, Dari likes to check things out for himself. So if people tell him, oh, the dark market, it's full of criminals and evil spells and stuff like that, Dari's like, well, that's what I'm told. I want to check it out for myself. So Dari finds a book at the library about the forbidden greeny jungle written by those few explorers that have gone into it. And he and Zahrah venture into the jungle outskirts so that he can check out the jungle for himself and Zahrah can practice flying without being observed by nosy neighbors. So while they're hanging out doing those things on the outskirts of the jungle, Dory is seriously injured, and Zahrah has to venture into the heart of the jungle to find a cure for her best friend. So the majority of the book then focuses on Zahrah's adventures in the jungle, where she meets fantastic creatures, some dangerous, some friendly, and transforms from a shy, fearful girl into a confident, powerful woman, assured in her mystic abilities. In terms of what I liked about the book, this book is full of positive themes. It's full of good stuff. It's about questioning received wisdom and finding your own answers, being confident and accepting yourself, respecting the differences of others, and having courage, faith, and trust, and the power of friendship. Also really liked the prose. It was clear and concise, and the dialogue was crisp. Each character felt distinct, and the action flowed smoothly as well. Also really enjoyed the jungle sequence because it was full of all these unique creatures and adventures. I really enjoyed wondering, oh man, I wonder what kind of interesting creature or scenario Zahrah's going to bump into next. And I really found that just a fascinating, enjoyable part of the book. So we have another 5-star book here, folks. And this also goes on my God tier pantheon of top tier books. I highly recommend this one. It's a well-told adventure tale with touching characters and positive themes in a lush, fascinating setting. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching.